I'll just go with that, and hopefully everything goes fine. Let's change the title. Chilling, looking for new OSTs. There we go. Let's see if everything's working just fine. Let's see if everything. Yep. Let's just mute my phone so I don't get. Hello, David. Okay, let's put the link on Discord and then Twitter as well. Streaming looking new OSTs. I don't know why it shows that thumbnail when I posted it on Discord. Or oh. What thumbnail does it show now? Yeah, on mine it shows a different thumbnail. Okay, let's. Everything is good. Everything's good over there. And there. So I'm glad you're liking it. Hello everyone. All seems to be working. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is posted and shared. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Guy. And hello everyone. Hello, Flavius. The main point of this stream is just to motivate myself to go over and look over the OSTs that I have and pick the ones that are good and delete the ones that aren't good, because today I'd had to delete around 100 OSTs or so from my folder. So we went down on the OSTs that I currently hold due to a issue of there are new OSTs that are instantly blocked worldwide on YouTube, mainly Sawano's OST, the composer for Seven Deadly Sins, Attack on Titan, Promade, Kill la Kill, and a lot of anime. So due to that, I'd had to delete all of his OSTs, the ones that I could find instantly. There's still a few that I hadn't deleted, but those I'll find whenever. Whenever is that? Bad OSTs means those. No. Bad OSTs. When it comes to that specific aspect, it's OSTs that I don't use in my videos. That's when looking for new OSTs. But yeah, there are OSTs that are blocked on YouTube. Mainly Sawano's OSTs, which is a shame since he's the composer that's known the most. Let me delete. No, I'll keep it in updates, whatever. But looking over what I have, so get rid of MP3. After the deleted OSTs, I now have. I'm guessing it's under the 4,000 now. Oh, never mind. 4,051 OSTs. Still, despite me having deleted hundreds of OSTs, I still have a decent amount of OSTs, and this gives opportunity for other OSTs to be used in a video. Yeah, thankfully I have the Shumasan of Valkyrie ones, the most important ones, archived and put into the Word document with a drive link, so people can watch those on the side, download them, whatever they want with it, from the drive link and not muted in any significant part. And I'm currently going over and uploading all my videos into drives so I can link them into the Word document as well. So I've currently got the 4 Shumasan Valkyrie videos, and I'm currently uploading the Siren videos to be archived as well. And then after the Siren videos, I'll move on to archive. I'll have an account or 2 accounts, because obviously the size limit on each drive document is only 15 gigabytes, so I'll have to switch between accounts to archive them. But after this, I'll try to archive the fight videos and everything of that sort, and that Word document will be very, very pivotal for people who can't find OSTs, I mean, who enjoy watching the full videos, full fight videos, or videos of any kind with the full OSTs, but obviously can't because it's muted on YouTube. They'll be able to do that over on Discord with the Word document, and hopefully that will be like fully archived everything with a YouTube link and a Word document link, with a Drive link, sorry, so that everything is findable, so that there's no long hassle. It's just one specific area where everything has a headline and it's easy to navigate through. They were taken down months ago, 6-7 months ago or something. They're archived on Discord, which you can find if you click on the channel on the About Me section, or any other videos that I posted. There is a Discord link in the description. But yeah, let's begin the search for OSTs. And I'm not looking for specific recommendations, as unfortunate as that may be for specific people. I am going over through seasonal anime and choosing the ones that I like. So I've got a few OSTs here. Just give me a second. Let me move this to here. Let's get started with here. So let's switch this over, get rid of this, put this in the background, and turn on the second camera, and boom, switch to here. So I got some OSTs here from Freezing. Okay, just make sure that it is not too loud. I'll keep listening like this, and you'll see the process of how I find some OSTs. Maybe OSTs that I already have in my folder. I don't mind having repeats every now and then, especially if they're good OSTs. Because even though I have like 4,050 OSTs, it's more likely than not to be around like the proper amount is probably 3,000, probably exactly 4,000. 51 is probably repeats. Even though there was a few repeats, it's not like that major. I like this, so we'll keep this. You take OSTs that are not specifically from anime. After I go over all the seasons of anime from, I'm currently, I don't know what year I'm in right now when it comes to seasonal anime. But once I catch up to all the action series, I'll move on to games, and then we'll just keep going. Because right now I'm focusing on action anime. After I go through the anime that are action, and going through season by season, going backwards until 1990s probably or something, I will widen the search a little bit more, including some adventure anime or anything of that sort. But now I'm specifically focusing on action, because that is like the majority of my OSTs. Obviously, the videos that I make are action series. I'm great, David. Just having fun. I like this OST. Upload is going to good. Yeah. You take OSTs that are not specifically on anime. I already answered that. I think I have like 5 OSTs currently in my folder, or probably more, like 20, probably 50 OSTs that aren't from anime. But those are stuff that I just randomly discovered on YouTube. Everything else is obviously from anime because that's what I'm focused on, and not from recommendations. I used to have a recommendation tab on my Discord channel, but obviously due to this new approach that I have, I had to kind of ignore that specific tab. Because I didn't want a huge amount of repeated OSTs. I don't mind this OST, especially with the amount of series that deviate from action and some chill moments. We need some chill OSTs with the content that's coming up soon. Probably that composer's OSTs, most of them aren't muted. So whenever they release, they probably will be used. They're nice OSTs. When can we expect another manga review? I honestly have no idea. I've been so preoccupied with the amount of projects that I have. I don't know when I'm going to be able to be free to do other things. Yeah, I'm aware of that, but I just don't want to deviate right now. Right now I've been fairly successful in finding a lot of OSTs that are from anime. I like this. I like this. We'll see how many OSTs we can find. I kind of want to increase the amount of OSTs that I get a day. In every single season. Let's see if we can find. I think this is the season that we're on. Fall 2020. I mean fall 2010. Sorry. And for each, let's sort out action. Yeah, so this is looks like what I'm currently on. So going through this, I'll probably be able to find 9-10 OSTs. Or 9-10 anime, probably less. Yeah, like going backwards, there's a few anime. There's fewer anime a year in this specific period compared to what we have from the late 2010s. Especially like action. There's like only a few. Because a lot of the series were ongoing, long ongoing series. So it might not take as long to go through all of them and find the OSTs that we need. But hopefully we can go through a season a day. I like this OST. Chill OSTs. Not as many action OSTs. A decent amount of chill OSTs, but I don't mind that. And hopefully if we go through a season a day, we'll be able to go a year's worth of anime OSTs every 4 days. So we go to 2 years every week. And then with that kind of pace, we'll be able to reach the 1990s in hopefully say like a few months. In a few months we'll be able to get all the OSTs that I'd want, and then after that I'll either deviate to, I'll probably go back and find some OSTs that I hadn't added, especially newer OSTs from newer anime, and then after that it'll be going over some adventure focused anime, and after that I don't know what I'd focus on after that. I don't. There won't be like anime. Probably gonna be not as much focus after I go over the adventure OSTs. The main focus would be JRPGs when it comes to games. JRPG OSTs are very similar to game OSTs due to the nature of them being Japanese role-playing games and all of that. And then after we finish JRPGs, especially JRPGs, there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of OSTs with that I could take. So after we finish JRPGs, we'll move on to just Japanese games in general, not specifically focusing on RPGs. And then after RPG, after just normal Japanese games, we'll just deviate into Western games as well. There's actually a very, very, very huge amount of OSTs that I can add into the collection. But probably like I'm gonna need to have time after finding a specific amount of OSTs to go over them and shift them into their respective folders and the subfolders of those folders. Because obviously I like to subcategorize the OSTs that I have. I'm gonna need to spend a decent amount of time subcategorizing all the OSTs so that I can efficiently find them. I like this OST. There's a lot of good OSTs in here. Hello, Ayos. I don't mind this so far. This has been chill OSTs. It's probably going to be the main focus of the stream, obviously, with it just chilling to OSTs. Let's increase the size of the camera over here. Because this is, I don't know. And one of the things that I want to do is upload all the OSTs that I have into the MIS OSTs channel. I've showcased interest in uploading there again for a while now, but obviously due to the nature of how busy I am, I can't right now. But I will try to find a few minutes of my day to try to edit, because it doesn't take a lot of time to edit them. I just need to actually do it. But time out of my day editing is still time out of my day, especially with the tremendous amount of projects that I'm currently working on. So I'll try to find a way to be able to edit more OST videos and upload them onto the MIS OSTs, because that's an efficient way to find out what's blocked and what's not. So I can delete anything that's instantly blocked and not use it. Because that was an issue yesterday. That was really annoying, having to edit the video twice because of OSTs that were blocked. That's what I ended up doing. There's a decent amount of OSTs, good OSTs in this one. Let's increase the volume a little bit more. Although a lot of them are chill OSTs, are still good sounding OSTs. I used to be very strict with the OSTs that I have, where if one sounds fairly similar or they're not completely similar to the other, then I just wouldn't add it. But I've become more loose with the OSTs that I have, because the diversity, even though if slight diversity between one OST to another, it's still refreshing when it comes to watching the videos. But yeah. Nice OST. I didn't expect many OSTs from this series, mainly because of the nature of the series, it being fully ecchi series. Alright, there we go, finally, an OST that I won't use. No, to be honest, I can still use that. Nah, it's like a mid-episode role. Too short to really use it for anything. Nice. Good start. Finally, some area OSTs. I like those. Got a lot of those. And the thing that I'm stacked on with the most is story OSTs and eerie OSTs, and probably emotional OSTs. Right, so let's find out. There's a few that aren't categorized yet, but battle OSTs I have 863. Holy OSTs, I have 226. Scary OSTs, I have 1,263. Emotional OSTs, I have nearly 400 OSTs. Story OSTs, I have 1,116 OSTs. And victory OSTs, I have 51. So, you know, I don't know why these are different, to be honest. I'll move the victory OSTs to battle, because they're kind of there, kind of work together. I like this OST though. So the most that I have is scary OSTs and story OSTs, and we'll move on to deviate to try to increase that, hopefully throughout time. Unfortunately, on the MISD channel, the Garo vs Orochi video has been blocked worldwide. Good evening, Melka. And with YouTube, you can only mute sections of a video when it has under 100,000 views. When it surpasses the 100,000 views, you can't mute specific sections of video. So that is like blocked worldwide forever on that channel. But it is archived on the MIS archive, and soon on the drive as well. I will at everyone when everything is archived on drive. It's going to be annoying, but I'm probably going to end up having like 20 Google accounts switching, trying to archive everything. Because because the size of the videos are ridiculously huge for like megabytes and everything. I like that. I like that OST as well. Can we find OSTs that I don't like? I've only found one OST that I don't like so far. Everything like works, especially thinking about the deviation of content. Oh, a bit late. Catboy probably gone already by now. I just saw that comment at the back of my eye. I did watch it, yes, and I personally did not like it because it was less of an anime and more of a motion comic, which is something that I do like watching. I've watched Studio Taka, but that is due to the expectations or added into a studio working on it. You don't really go into an anime expecting it to be the same quality of a motion comic. And that was the huge disappointment of the anime. You know, if it kind of happens to me as well, where the expectation for my videos are so low due to the nature of what motion mangas usually are, and people go into the my Berserk videos and they see a huge difference and they get instantly pleased, despite the lot of sections of them being not pleasing for me, and that I still want to improve upon. But people are pleased about it because it's just one person working on it in an MMV motion manga genre that is usually nothing is motioned, so that expectations are risen and people are pleased. But with anime, expectations are there for something to be fluid and moving, and we didn't really get that in the anime, so people instantly disliked it. Hopefully we'll be able to find some good OSTs, like some hype OSTs, because one of the best OSTs, I'd say one of the best composers, if not the best composer that I had a collection of OSTs from, was Sawana. And I can't use his OSTs anymore, so that's like a shame of that factor. For some reason, currently, the final arc of Attack on Titan video is still only like 2 segments of it is muted. But I'm expecting soon more OSTs will be blocked worldwide. It seems to be a new introduction of OSTs every week or so that are blocked worldwide, and mainly from obviously mainstream anime, which is why I'm glad that I don't focus on these and have such a wide range of anime that I look into and look for OSTs from. This is something I don't like. This doesn't fit with anything that I would make. Hopefully we'll keep finding, and hopefully the 86, I mean, that's another thing, the series 86 that's currently ongoing, or probably over soon, if not already over, has some nice OSTs as well, but obviously I can't use those as well, due to him being by Sano. This can be used in a fairly chill scene. There's going to be... I'm probably going to have to do it every end of the month, where I go over all my OSTs and categorize them. The problem is they take a long time to categorize OSTs, especially with the OSTs that I have that aren't categorized yet. It's going to be annoying. I don't know, this could be used. After a while, I don't know how long this stream will be. I don't want it to be too long because I do want to switch back to some Berserk editing as well as some Slam Dunk editing. Slam Dunk editing has been going really, really well so far. If I were to showcase here, this is the 56% is done of that specific video. I've kind of taken away the time that I usually spend with these other projects and put it all into the Slam Dunk video. Due to the nature of how long this video is, I want to finish it as quick as possible. After that, I'll put focus onto the Palace Invasion video, and then we'll keep going like that. So I'm trying to Photoshop like 4 or 5 chapters a day of Slam Dunk. If I were to do 5 today, that's like I'm trying to do like basically around 100 panels a day of Photoshopping, so that I can finish this in 5 days Photoshopping wise and go to video editing. A huge camera in the middle of the stream. Ooh. I won't say this for now. I haven't, obviously, as you can see, I haven't started working on it, but it's something that I do want to work on it. Yeah, this is done, so. Right. There is, apparently there's a new chapter coming for this soon. I don't know when soon is, but it'll probably be put into Reddit by the same dude who posted it. There it is, 5 hours ago. We'll start working on this while we listen to OSTs. Any chance I can find your old recording videos or standing in front of awesome? They're available to view on Discord, which you can find in the About section or any video that I have on the channel. If you go to the description, you can find a Discord link there. Let's see if they still work. Shit. If the links to the videos still work. Because I know one link stopped working. Let's see, does this work? Still works. What a show, we're about to hit 14,000 Discord members. I don't know where these surge of amount of members are coming from, but there's been a huge surge of members joining the server. Yeah, both links work. The one on the About section here and the one on the channel link, videos, sorry. There you go. Someone must have posted it somewhere. Because it's not like I've been promoting it as much as I usually do, or I had done in the past. Before, for example, the most surge in members that I've had was when I was uploading the solo leveling chapters, and I would link the server whenever a new chapter is uploaded on a weekly basis, essentially. That was like the biggest surge in members that we had on Discord. But obviously, ever since the tournament, I've been just posting polls. It's uploaded. Blah. Is it not linked? For sure I linked it. Yeah, it's linked. Let's organize it. It's annoying to look at. Still, it looks like this in normal. No, I'll just remove the drive. People can tell what's the drive link and what's not. So I'll just remove that description. Just under every single video. Might be easily to view. They're like in order now as well. I've ordered the fights. So it goes from most recent, older, and so on and so forth. decent amount of good OSTs that we're finding in the background whilst we edit. How many pages is this? We'll find out soon. I'm like 100% sure it's shorter than the previous one. I'll try to, I mean, thankfully the length of the chapters decreases for this series, but I'll try to also include into my upload schedule the new chapters of, I forgot its name, some other series that I used to cover before, but the translation group kind of gave up on it. Thank God for this specific translation group, because they're actually releasing something. And it's readable as well, so. Unfortunately, I'm not really looking for requests due to the system that I have to look for OSTs. I don't want to disturb that system. Ooh. This should be first. How many? Right, so 37, not including the first one. I'll include it. Why not? 37. Way less, nearly half the chapter length, but I can include that now to here. To do, it'll be 127 plus the OSTs, which let's say around 8, 135, and it'll be 2 folders, so 137. Hopefully I won't be behind with this. I want to work on a lot of projects currently. I want to be more aware of the time that I spend. Currently I spend a little too much time like waking up. I want to decrease that time so that I can spend more time editing. But good news though, for the Berserk video, we're getting closer and closer to finishing the editing. There are certain shots that look iffy, because I'm not really. There's one specific shot that looks a bit weird, but it's like fairly fast. So, as unfortunate as it is, I don't really want to spend like a tremendous amount of time on these shots. Unfortunate, but yeah. So that shot will continue to look weird. And for people who haven't heard, I plan to pick up a fully motioned Shumasana Valkyrie project. And I am trying to learn some new things. I will show you what I'm trying to learn specifically. I don't mind chilling and showcasing a lot of this stuff. Mentioning. These are the things that I'm trying to learn. Starting from here. This, and this. So we got, I'm trying to learn this. Obviously without the text, I just want to learn the explosion. Trying to learn this. The impact frame. This, if I actually get it down, this will enhance the quality of the video so much if I get it down and can do it. Like so much. Because this is like pretty much, this is fully anime kind of stuff. And impact frames are amazing. And obviously they'll be like very rare where I add impact frames. Like if I were to think of moments in Shumasana Valkyrie that would have impact frames, it'd be like when Thor and Lubu strikes land. Those 100% will have impact frames. Those are the major ones. I can't really think of anything else in Shumasana Valkyrie that may be like 100% useful to have impact frames. Except for that. Just due to the nature of the huge force of the strikes. So impact frames in there would make sense. Afternoon S Akui. And obviously I'm going to spend time doing that. Thankfully with this specific, doing impact frames doesn't require a lot of skill when it comes to drawing. It just requires a shadowing on top of the already animated scene. So you do this specific drawing with the shade of what he's using for his pen tool on top of the frame as straight a line as you can, and after doing it multiple times you'll be able to do an impact frame. So thankfully it's not like I need to draw a person fully and animate specific scenes. I just need to be able to draw straight lines for a multiple amount of time. So hopefully I'll be able to do this. Another one is this. Let's see what he showcases. Does he showcase him at the end? Looks like he does.
Ultimate focus. Cinecom speed form.
Specifically for this could be mostly used probably in the future fights. Shumasana Valkyrie, if I ever do future fights, or just random fight videos that have such high speed attacks. That would be very fun to do something like this. What is this one for? Oh, this is just something for me to be able to get better at character animation, because there's something in here that looks like it could be a fun, useful thing. This one specifically. This is something that can be very useful for what I do. So this is the reason why it's here. And Walk Cycle is trying to fully learn how to do full motion walks. And then this one, again for the Thor versus Lubu fight, trying to learn how to add some lightning into a scene so I can do that Thor versus Lubu stuff. And this is just, I added it in because it came into my recommendation. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to learn currently, and hopefully I'll be able to learn these in the upcoming few months or whatever. And in regards to that Shuma Sonovakuri project, I am working on a trailer that will use some of the frames that were shown in the teaser trailer of the Record of Ragnarok anime. So the teaser trailer is basically announcing that I'll partake in the project. I'll work on it for how many months that it'll take me to work on it, and probably release it on the same day that the official volume is released. The digital volume of Shumatsu no Valkyrie. So I can promote the volume whilst also announcing the project that I'd be starting. And then I can start working on a full 20-minute video to really tease what the project would look like. Because obviously the teaser trailer will be, you'll only be able to see slight motioning here and there, you can't really tell anything. So I'd work on a 20-minute video to really showcase you an example of what it looked like, whilst also learning myself how to go into this project while making it look 100% okay and perfect, essentially. And then I'll start with the Thor versus Lubu fight editing, which would hopefully be done in 6-8 months. Because that fight is like 30 something minutes long. I don't know if this will be used in anything. It can be. I can't really rule out the possibility because there's a huge range of diverse fights that I plan to partake in and edit soon. So I can't really rule the possibility out. Because this is like a fairly unique OST that will be dependent on what kind of fight. I don't know if there's going to be a fight that will be edited that will have a use for this specific OST. So I'll just keep it for now. You guys will probably want to see the names of the OSTs that I'm editing on. How can we... I'll figure out a way. I think I can do it. Let me just add new source. Display capture, add a new source, add the source, just make it invisible for now. And you know what, let's just put it here for now. Bruh. No. Yeah. What if I... Browse source. What's browse source? Allows you to add web designed image. I've never used a lot of this stuff. Games, audio, open, video capture, built-in, window capture. Okay, window capture. There we go. With that one. And then we can put that like here. So you can see those. Is it legible? Oh, sorry, John. Didn't see that. Got it down now, thanks. You can either put it here or put it in the top right. Which one? As long as it's... Yeah, put it there for now. Oh, is it? Wow. As soon as we did it, all the OSTs. True, true, true. It looks weird though, because the camera is so... I don't like the, the way it looks there. Let's... As soon as I find it, we'll listen to all the OSTs in this folder. Let me move them to just the normal OSTs and go to the second OSTs. Ah, that's a shame. It's a full... So... Let's go Dead Man Wonderland now. And so... It's only 6 OSTs. Let's just put them out then. I don't know why they are split out like this. Oh, Pog. I haven't watched it myself yet. I've seen a lot of fan base for it, especially for the polls that I did. Right, that's all of them, right? Yeah. And boom. There we go. And get it. There we go. I have to remember to do that every single time so that it showcases it in the top left of what OST is being played. Let's... There we go. And increase the size of the camera a little bit. Boom. There you go. And have you read... I've read some of it back when I used to edit it, but I've only read what I edited. Boom. So I hadn't read past like the first round of the tournament. That's like the only thing that I'd read. And a few matches here and there that I edited out of that specific tournament. I don't know if I'd go back to editing Kengan Ashura. There is a specific YouTuber that edits it mainly on Kengan Ashura matches. Grando, I think his name is, or something like that line. Used to be on the server. When I had the text channel up, he used to come in every now and then and link his videos. And since there is already a good video editor for that specific series, I'm not sure if I'd pick it up again, especially since it's, you know, gets copyright stricken. And if I were to do it, it'd be a Discord only. So yeah, that's like the main reason why. Especially since I have so many series that I'm currently covering. I see. I just finished reading. Yeah, I liked what I edited. And I didn't even get to the good parts because apparently the tournament gets better and better as you get to the second round and further and further. And I'd only read a few fights. Fog. Zeus, how you doing? Boom. Nice, some nice OSTs for me there in this anime. I'm really hoping that the way that the story progresses in this series isn't the same way that the prequel progresses, from what I've heard from the reviews, because I haven't read the prequel. Because the prequel seems to be fairly mediocre, especially with the main character. But like one of the issues in the prequel seem to have been fixed. A lot of the critique that the prequel had was the bad art, which is obviously it's not bad anymore. I'm just hoping the story is good. I'm liking the introduction so far. And the frequency of the chapters, from what I've seen on the internet, is fairly not as consistent as usual weekly series, obviously due to the schedule of probably the artists having to work on Shumasana Valkyrie also. Seems like they go into, sometimes they're in a good schedule of once a week, and then they go down to once every 2 weeks, and then disappear for a few weeks, and so on and so forth. I just wanted to come in and say I watched the first chapter of the new manga you uploaded and it looks really good. Yeah, I liked the first chapter as well. Hopefully you'll enjoy the future chapters. Whilst I'm editing the second chapter right now as well. The group had translated it 5 hours ago, released it. So hopefully I'll be able to edit and upload it tomorrow, and then work on the same group is also translating. That group is saving a lot of series that had gone dead. Working on another series that's written by the writer of Shumasana Valkyrie. I forget his name. But that translation group came out of nowhere and saved a shit ton of things. Have you read Vagabond? I've read that, yeah. Vagabond is a huge recommendation for me. I'm personally hoping, because I plan to edit it either way in the future, but I'm personally hoping that Vagabond is the series that wins the current tournaments that I have on the community tab, because the winner gets a full 12 to 13 anime-esque adaptation with motion comic and everything of that sort. And depending on how familiar I am and how much I like the series, the amount of quality that goes into it and time that I spend editing will differ. Unfortunate, but yeah, I'm a one-man studio, if you could call it that. Like, it's not even an official studio, it's just I just call anything that I'm motion under that specific studio, quote unquote, Studio Amias. But yeah, I'm glad this series came out and the other one is coming out at the same time that I kind of stopped Siren. I can focus on those two. Until I start uploading Hunter x Hunter. I don't like this OST. Thank you. Yeah, the typesetters are experimenting more with the text that's been used in this chapter. But yeah, hopefully the amount of time that it takes for me to Photoshop and edit each chapter will reduce significantly as the length of the chapter is reduced to normal weekly length. But hopefully I also get like hooked into the series enough to be able to Photoshop it very, very quick. That's usually what happens when I get hooked into a series. Opinions on the new Ragnarok anime? I didn't like it. Didn't like how stiff it was compared to normal anime. Because I know a lot of people are saying that people's expectations were too high. People were expecting a One Punch Man or Kimetsu no Yaiba. But me personally, and a decent amount of people in the community of mine that came to my stream anyway, were just expecting a normal anime kind of One Punch Man Season 2 adaptation. A good adaptation, but nothing like fancy or impossible to do. Just a decent emotion. And the studio that had it is not some run-of-the-mill studio that can't do anime, that's new to anime. It's a very, very good studio that's done, you know, very notable series like Hellsing Ultimate. Like it's done amazing series, and the Hellsing Ultimate approach is what people wanted for this series, because that's what the studio can deliver. I don't know what happened for them not to be able to animate like that. There are certain scenes that are animated well, like 2 scenes out of the whole anime that have had dedication into the animation. But it's like, consistency is what you'd expect out of the studio, and it really didn't deliver. Now, it could be in a case of rushed development, which if it is, I'm hoping that they have more time to spend on Season 2. But I don't know if they would. The incentive isn't, I don't think it's there. I don't know how it's doing in the West Netflix or any other place of Netflix, but in like Brazil, apparently it's doing well in one of the top 10s. In Japan, it's still #1 watched in the Netflix. So it's like, it's gotten the attention that they probably wanted, and I'm hoping that the sales would increase significantly. I'm just not sure if that attention is from manga readers, Japanese manga readers, because the Japanese community for Shoujo Valkyrie is already big as it is. If you consider that each volume sells around 250,000 copies, there's already like, at least if half of them watch it, at least 100,000 people in Japan that would instantly watch the anime. So I'm assuming the 100,000 people watching an anime as soon as it comes out and rewatching would push it to be in the top of Netflix. I'm just hoping at least like another 100,000 or 200,000 also watched it that don't read the manga and do plan to read the manga and buy it. But we'll never know until we see the sales for this new volume. because the new volume came out a few around the same day, around the same time that the anime came out. So the sales of that volume will really signify how many people jumped from the anime to the manga. And I'm really, really hoping a huge, huge, huge increase, because that is a manga that is worth reading. Because the manga is one of those cases where, I mean, the usual consensus online a lot of times, especially when it comes to the anime community, or especially when the manga community, is manga is always better than anime. But obviously that doesn't really work when it comes to the normal anime watchers, because they go to manga, they don't really feel as connected to anime because that's what they were introduced to and that's what they enjoy. But with Shumatsu Valkyrie, it's undeniable to the point of manga is always better than anime, to a point where it's 100 times better than the anime. It's the same way with like Berserk's adaptation, although Berserk's adaptation was way, 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 way worse than this one. But yeah, get the point. I'd say. I'm hoping that people will pick that up and love the manga a lot, to a point where we start getting like 400,000 sales a volume, and hopefully it does well internationally to a point where it adds up to like 400,000 from Japan and 100,000 outside of Japan internationally, because Shumatsu Valkyrie is not just international in the West, but also in what's it called? Like not just again a official English translation, but also Spanish, Italian translations, French translation. There's a lot. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd say based on how season 1 ended, it's pretty much confirmed that season 2 is coming soon. Just hoping that they get more time in it. I've seen a lot of these comments just now in the videos, especially after the anime came out. Speaking of which, that's what I was doing before I started the stream. Shit. And I'm muting specific sections of the videos that I have, because people can't access them because they are muted. Let's refresh. Because they're blocked, so. This one is done. Let's mute another section. It's so unfortunate that it's all Sauna's OSTs that are blocked worldwide now. On, let's mute some other OSTs. This is usually what I do at the beginning of the day, because there's so many videos that are blocked right now that are getting blocked because of I have a lot of Sawana OSTs that are used in my videos. There you go. And it will mute that in the background while I go back to editing. But I don't mind having to be forced to choose something other than Sawana's OSTs now. Wait, who's that? Yeah. Thankfully, the panels aren't that difficult to Photoshop. I just take a long time with them because I'm streaming. Usually, I'm faster than this off stream. Deleted probably right now. I've just deleted every Sawana OST that I could find. I'll have to go over and make sure that every Sawana OST is 100% deleted. But like majority of them is deleted, and I plan to delete all of them and never be used again in my videos. Sawana OSTs from now on are at the table. Unfortunate, but yeah. We can focus on newer OSTs from other series, which is why I want to find so many OSTs as quickly as possible, so we can replace those. Hello, Random Games and Watch, or as you used to be known, Sasaki. I've got a few Asian OSTs. Boom. 52. Right. Oh shit. I don't usually try to avoid specific anime when it comes to finding OSTs. As long as they have good OSTs, I will listen to it. And obviously as long as it's in the seasonal order, so when I get to it. I actually can't tell. When I say I can't tell, I don't know. Because myself, I don't really care which OST or how frequently I use it. I just go through the OSTs, and whatever suits the scene, I use it. I'm not that bothered about what OST it 100% is. Ah, shit. So I've never really thought about which one I use the most. Especially when you consider the OSTs that I'd used in like my solo leveling videos. And there's a lot of solo leveling videos there. Or the Siren videos. Like there's a large number of videos for those, and the OSTs differ greatly for these series compared to what I'd usually use. Especially for like the solo leveling. Solo leveling I really diverged and used a wide range of different OSTs than I usually would. Not as much with Siren, but mostly with solo leveling. And that's going to be like a case, a continuous case with more of that used probably already. multiple times. I've already gone through Mirai. I don't know what year Mirai Nikki was made. But if it's made after 2010, then I probably already went through his OSTs. And yeah. He had some good OSTs so far. I've only found one OST that I didn't like in this anime. I have used before, and I can't use them again because Sawano OSTs. Anything that has Sawano, yeah, but it is about Sawano, isn't it? Yeah. Anything that someone has worked on, I don't plan to use. I have to remember that list and go over all those series and make sure that I delete any OSTs from those series. I deleted all the OSTs from Attack on Titan, except for the fan-made ones. I'll have to use some of the fan-made ones rather than the official ones. Hopefully there's a decent amount of fan-made remakes of Solana's OSTs. Yeah, probably. Unfortunately, I'm not looking for recommendations because I'm currently going with this strict order of going season by season. So right now I'm in somewhere in 2010, and when I'm finished with this season, I think the anime right now are the beginning of 2011 season, and after those anime are listened to, I'll jump into 2010, and then 2009, and then 2008, and so on and so forth until. The good thing is there's less anime that more that I look backwards. So probably when I get into like 1990s, it'd be like 3 anime a year. I don't know if we'll be able to find OSTs that good from back then. But we'll see. I'm motivated to look and hopefully find some. The need for more impactful OSTs has increased over the years. So hopefully there's more new OSTs. I mean, there's been a lot of new anime that have very, very good OSTs, and it's increasing every single season. So hopefully that continues, so that at least every single new season of anime, I get like a decent amount of new OSTs to add into my videos. And I'm fairly behind to catching up to those. The last season that I had gone over is one with Tower of God. I don't know if I went over that fully, but I know at least there is that specific season. I might have left one out before it or something, but that's like the season that I'd around last looked into, and that's nearly a year ago, probably. So there's like probably 40 new anime that I can go into and look into, and maybe that's what I'll look into after this. After this year, after 2011 OSTs are listening to, I might try to catch up to the newer ones. See what I can find. Damn, looks like I'll be going backwards a long time. But when it comes to like early 90s, probably like what, 5 anime a season? Back then anime wasn't that huge. So I don't mind going backwards there. But when we get into those OSTs, I'll definitely have to continue to upload the OSTs that I have into MS OSTs, because there's going to be a point where I reach OSTs that have never been uploaded into YouTube. Because I don't really care how well known the anime is, I just listen to all OSTs as long as the OSTs are available to listen to. Yeah. It's a shame that some of those OSTs are now blocked worldwide. Some of those OSTs used to be the safest good OSTs to use in motion manga videos for a while. I'm guessing the new Attack on Titan Season 4 OSTs is what caused this block of everything worldwide. Because the Season 4 OSTs, I don't know if they're already out or coming out soon, but yeah, around this month they're coming out. And usually they just, you know, put ads on my videos and that's it, and that'd be like the perfect scenario. But now there's a few OSTs that are just blocked worldwide. I'm guessing it's because of either plans to introduce to Spotify or just recently added it into Spotify. That would be my guess as to why they decided to block them worldwide. Yeah, I've completely shaved around a month ago. I need to shave again soon. Probably gonna be like a monthly thing where I shave my hair. Maybe even, I'll have to remember exactly when I shaved. I don't think it's been that long since I shaved my hair, because my hair grows fairly quick, unfortunately. It's mainly because Sony's gotten ownership, copyright ownership of a lot of these OSTs because of Sony being behind so many anime that they produce, so they end up blocking anything. If they have small ownership, Sony is just like that when it comes to OSTs and how they block. Hopefully Sony's, like, I'd say hopefully Sony doesn't get their hands on a lot of anime in the future, but they got Aniplex, which is the biggest anime producers in Japan, so that'd never happen. Yeah, anime has their Sony have their hands on way too many pies at the moment. I don't know how they really get there. Drawing? You mean editing? This one is shit. What is it called? Shingonju Senki. It is an isekai, but not really, because it's different time. It's a time travel. I want to say I can call it an isekai. Alright, see ya. There's a decent amount of battle OSTs from this series, thankfully. As long as I find like 3 battle OSTs from each series that I go over, then we'll be able to, yeah, listen to some Deadman Wonderland OSTs. As long as we'll find some decent amount of OSTs, then that's good. What are we on right now? '28. We're in CD3 right now, so soon we'll get there. I think. Oh wait, no, because of the way that this is done, it's not being played by... soon we'll get there. I don't know when that'll be. If we hadn't gone there already. And 39C. This is where we're at currently. Oh, we're getting there soon. 2 more after this, and then DW28A. But today will probably only go... I'll probably end the stream after I listen to all the Deadman. Welcome back. $77. 79 and 80. I mean, thankfully, I still have a lot of good OSTs. Is it a way that I approach finding OSTs? There's a lot of hidden ones that are really, really, really good. Thank God for that. Because I still have 1,000 battle OSTs. Around. I think even more than 1,000, whatever it was. Shit. Was there one that I missed out? No, never mind. Ah, shit. What? Oh. There it is. Another battle OST. That's okay. Appreciate the thought. Seems like this writer really likes the Sengoku era. Because I think that's around the same time that the other characters from his prequel were transported into. I wonder if he's going to link them together. Do you read anything outside of manga? I don't usually read that much light novels, but I have read fictional series, fictional literature series, like To Kill a Mockingbird, Fahrenheit, 1984, Of Mice and Men, American Psycho, although that's not one of the famous. It's fairly famous literature, I guess. Although it's mostly enough one of the movie rather than the book itself. But yeah, I want to read more light novels. Especially, I got reincarnated into a spider, so what? I think that was called, light novel. And I want to read, that time I got reincarnated as a slime light novel as well. But I don't have time to read anything in light novels, like I haven't read manga in a while. That's why I haven't uploaded any reviews. I haven't reviewed anything. It's because I haven't read anything. because I'm so preoccupied with this new schedule that I have. Nearly 7 p.m. now. Which means that I'm going to need to end the stream soon so I can focus and edit a lot of Slam Dunk. Stream for an hour and a half. See how many OSTs we got left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 after this. This is a good OST, so I'll skip this one. Nice. After OST. I have some short series on my to-read list as well, and I do want to get back into reading manga live. That's something that I used to do. Maybe that'll push me to and force me to read and stream more if I read some stuff live. Putting it in a schedule of things to do. Good thing I don't plan to pick up anything else anymore, although I kind of did with picking up that series, although it's something that I picked up ages ago. I'm just getting back into it. But yeah. We'll see which ones stick around from this series that I'm currently editing and which ones will kind of fade away, like how Siren is currently fading away. Found some good OSTs today though. Nearly 60 OSTs, I'd say. I cannot wait until we finally finish anime OSTs and get to some games. It's gonna be fun. Ah, shit. I didn't put them into a folder. Well. Wait. Shit. How did I make that mistake? Finally, an OST that I don't really care that much for. DW29A. Nice, another battle OST. I'm gonna need to find like 100 battle OSTs or so to make up for the amount of battle OSTs that are gone now. Oh no, I said earlier in the stream, way earlier in the stream, nearly an hour ago, that I only have like 50 or so OSTs outside of anime, but I just remembered that I also have Omori OSTs, which are like 100 or so OSTs that are from an indie game that I used a few of in some of the Siren videos, and I plan to use them in future videos as well. So I actually have even more OSTs. I've got some OSTs from that as well. When was the anime made, I wonder? Also, movie, not an. Wait, yeah, it's a movie. I haven't even got into it, but I have one OST from it. Ooh. Can't wait to get into that one then. Manga live readings, I think I'll stream them on the Amias channel. That'll be a huge deviation of different channels that I use, but at least I'll finally be active on that channel. And that's where I'll stream my manga reactions. Or live readings, let's say. It gives some activity to that channel, whilst it's kind of sitting there due to how busy I am right now with these other channels. No, they're fine. For now, anyway. Maybe they will after the anime comes out, the new anime. I have like a lot of Bleach OSTs. I've used a few of them in some of the videos. A lot of OSTs aren't repeats due to the amount of OSTs that I have. The ones that were repeats were Sawana OSTs because of how many Sawana OSTs exist. There was this magical game called HSX, looked new to it. I think someone put the soundtracks on the playlist. Not now. I'm focused on anime OSTs in a seasonal fashion, so I don't miss anything and I don't have repeated OSTs. Right now I'm about to start the fall of 2010 after I finish the OSTs that I currently have to go through. But before I start fall of 2010, I might go forward in time and listen to the more recent OSTs that have come out. Catch up on the more recent stuff. Because it's been a really long time since I started listening back in time. Nearly a year, I think. So there should be like a year's worth of OSTs for me to check out and add. That is new. And usually there's been more recognition of the importance of good OSTs in anime in later times. So there should be a lot of better OSTs in the more recent anime. Especially with the fact that there's, in this current era, like 20 or so action anime a season. Basically a shit ton of action anime a season. So I'll probably have a lot of anime to go back to go forward in time to. Alright, see ya, Ebisu. Shit, I gotta say 20. It was 12. I was. Shit. See a random. Yeah, as I was saying, I was watching a few anime, but I got preoccupied with the projects, so I haven't. I'm behind on a lot. I'd hugely recommend 86. From what I saw of 86, good series. That'll be the point that I'll stop at 24. Did 24 panels, which puts it up to 114. Yeah. Most of the chapter is photoshopped. I'll end. Let's move this stuff, the OSTs that will be used from here. Move them to here. Get rid of Dead Man. Get rid of all of this. And that's the thing that I hate the most about this. I'll have to leave this for now. But with this, there's 63 new OSTs today. That's good. Good. We got some new OSTs, and if I were to add them here, shouldn't have copied them. Should have deleted them, but whatever. Should have moved them. Sorry. Delete. We got a few more to go over. So we got Bento. I'm guessing that's how it's called. After that, Infinite Stratus, Last Exile, Shakugan Nashana, Guilty Crown, Mirai Nikki, Akira. Is that? Huh. Never mind. Gundam Build Fighters, Dantania no Shoka, Tiger and Bunny, and then Sengoku Otome. And then those will be the OSTs that will be gone over. Now, before I end the stream, those. I don't know why I opened them separately like that. I'll delete them for now. What's this? This video did really well. The first chapter of it. I'm guessing because of the thumbnail, people were like, "Oh, is that Jack the Ripper?" That would be my guess into why it's gotten so many views compared to the usual. I mean, the huge views compared to the usual. Like Siren is the usual, which is stops around this time, 300 views maximum, 230 to 250 views, to 300 views, and this one is in the 800 views. I'm guessing though because of the thumbnail. Let's see what kind of thumbnail we can use from this one there. It's probably going to be this character. Probably this one, but that might be too small of a panel. If it's not that one, then probably this one's too small as well. I don't know if I'll be able to find a panel from here that easily. Let's see what the future panels are like in here. I would prefer to use this one, but obviously that's spoiler. Probably this one. Get rid of the text and boom. This is very interesting though. I think that's one of the things that make this such an interesting series. A brother that wants to save people and a brother that wants to kill people. I'm looking forward to finishing the Photoshop for this chapter, and hopefully people will enjoy it. I will hopefully get the chapter out tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully the chapter will be out tomorrow in video format, which is a good, decent pace with it. Hopefully that will give me a lot of time to focus on. Yeah, let's hide this for now. But yeah, hopefully that'll give me enough time to focus on working on the other series. One of these series that I want to work on and catch up on is Requiem of the Shogun. Chapters are finally being released for that series. There are a decent amount of people that are interested in that series. 350 if they're still active on Discord. Because I haven't been active in that series for a long time. But yeah, I'll re-upload the first few chapters that I did and try to catch up to that series. And that'll be like the main focus for the next month or so, whilst the tournament is ongoing, the manga tournament that's currently ongoing with no anime adaptation, with which the winners get a fairly decent reward of an adaptation. I am surprised though that Watashi Tashi no Shiwasa no Jikan, also known as, I don't know what it's known as, is winning against Homunculus. Homunculus did really well as a series, as a manga, against other series. But let's count up the votes for now, for Group A, before I end the stream. Series tournament. Let's... Right. So, let's change the camera so you guys can see what I'm looking at. The first match was Blue Lock versus Watashi Tachi, and Blue Lock won, so that's 3 points for Blue Lock. The second one was Holy Land versus Watashi, and Holy Land won that one. Homunculus versus Holy Land, and Homunculus won by a huge margin, and won again against Blue Lock by a huge margin. And Blue Lock versus Holy Land, and Blue Lock won again. And then Watashi versus Homunculus, and Watashi Tachi won, surprisingly. So unfortunately, there is no losers bracket for this one, so it doesn't matter that Watashi Tachi and Holy Land are tied for last place, because Homunculus and Blue Lock will make it out. And for the first time ever, no series in the group has gotten 3 victories. That has completely dominated. I don't know how, but Homunculus lost like 1 against Blue Lock. Especially looking at how Homunculus did against Watashi Tachi. But what am I to debate? The amount of voters probably decides that, what YouTube recommends it to. Because in these specific groups, in this polls that I'm currently posting, a lot of these series just aren't heard of at all. So anyway, going back to here, looks like first place is, which one dominated more? Blue Lock looks to have dominated more, or Homunculus. Let's see. 72 for, 28 against. That's 44 difference for the first one. Well, not the first one, but one of them. The other one is 71 minus 29. And the last match with Blue Lock is 30 minus 70 plus 42 plus 44. There's a 46 advantage point difference, percentage difference, let's say, for Blue Lock. For Homunculus is 39 minus 61, 70 minus 30, and 81 minus 19, plus 40 minus 22. Homunculus looks like it's dominated this group. Then looks like Homunculus is number 1, Blue Lock is number 2, and then those two don't matter because they're both lost and both getting kicked out of this tournament. Unfortunate. I wanted Homeland to reach more. Well, I plan to edit it in the future anyway, so the Honeyland fans should still be happy, although the future is a long, long time. So that's like the good thing about this tournament. It pushes one of the series that I would have edited anyway to ahead of the pile. Group B, I personally think that there's a lot of unknown series in Group B. Unknown, when I say to like YouTube, people don't usually read Beck or Pluto or Empty Box or the full name of Empty Box, which I don't remember what it was. Although we can find out if you look at the scheduled polls. Otsuru no Haku to Zero no Maria. Whatever that is. I'm guessing Gum and Pluto will make it out of Group B with like 400 people voting. These series are just not that much read. Like when Blue Lock was involved in a lot of polls, thousands of people were starting to vote. But when it's series that no one knows about, they're just barely getting any voters. I'm guessing like 600 voters maximum for each poll in Group B. Group C, there is a series that people know about in here, which is Fire Punch. Although it's not as popular as Chainsaw Man, it should be fairly popular, and I'm guessing Fire Punch will dominate this group and win, with second place being to whatever. I think Fire Punch will be able to reach at least the quarterfinals, probably has a chance at reaching and winning the finals. And then for Group D, I think 20th Century Boy and Yosobato will win. Although Siren is a series that I adapt, the fact that it doesn't get a lot of views, a lot of interest, doesn't generate a lot of interest, people don't care about it as much, and the fact that 20th Century Boy and Yosobato is fairly established as a series that a lot of people who've read manga have heard about for a long period of time, I think a lot of these would be able to read it. I've read a bit of the light novel for Empty Box long ago. Oh. Yeah, I have a lot of these series in this tournament I've never heard of or never read. I have read, I think, like 6 series from here, and I have like, I'm guessing, I think all of them are on my to-read list, especially after looking for them and finding them. A lot of these piqued my interest and I want to read. I just don't know when I'll be able to read. But yeah, I'm guessing from Group D, Yotsubato and 20th Century Boys will win. Group E, I'm guessing Usugoi and the Climber will win, but mainly because I know the Climber. Utuyo and Chinawada may be popular. I don't know how popular they are in manga reader groups. Group F, I'm guessing Onani and Real will win, just because I have huge expectations for Real. If not Real, then Innocence might be able to grab the victory from that F. I don't mind either of the two winning and from Real or Innocence and reaching. All the series in Group F look interesting. Group G, Vagabond and Battle Royale are probably the ones that will win. As unfortunate as it is and how this could be altered, I'm guessing that the polls are going to be recommended to people who don't know what manga is and will see Battle Royale and assume it's just the normal Battle Royale genre and shooting games and just vote for Battle Royale. That's one of the reasons why I think Battle Royale will win out of this one. But I'm hoping at least Vagabond will win as well and reach the groups. Group H, I think Pun Pun and Spy Family are the ones that are gonna move from Group H. And then after that, it's gonna be organizing the who fights against who, which if it's done like this, although I'm hoping it's not done exactly like this, then hopefully Vagabond will win. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm either gonna make the ones who dominate their groups into one side and the ones who are second on one side, which is probably what I'll do, since that reduces the likelihood of obvious rematches. If it's all over the place, there could be rematches in the first round, which is not something that you really want to have. So I'll probably have the ones that dominated the groups on one side and the ones that lost on one side, because that way it gives time to shine for series that don't do as well, who struggle to make it out of the group. It gives them a chance to go against other series that struggled in a fairly even ground to be able to reach the quarterfinals, which if they do reach the quarterfinals, they'll be able to get a 3D panel the same way that I did for One Punch Man, the 2 videos that I have for One Punch Man. And then if they reach the quarterfinals and whatever reaches, and whoever makes it out will be able to fight it off in the semifinals. And in the semifinal, if they reach the semifinals, they get a chapter that's fully motioned, probably a 10 to 20-minute video, guessing of how first chapters are. It's either going to be the first chapter or a chapter that a lot of people like. What I'll do probably is when they reach, for example, when the series that reach quarterfinals, I'll announce the series that reach quarterfinals, and I will ask in comments for panels that people like from this series, if there is anyone who actually reads these series, and if I get a few comments of suggestions from these series, and if I don't get comments, I'll just look through the series and find panels that could be made 3D. For the chapter, it'll probably be first chapter unless it's a series that I personally read and I target a specific chapter that I'd want to edit. For example, Innocent, I'll probably look for a chapter that I personally love a lot and adapt that and motion it. Vagabond, same as well. Holy Land, same as well, although Holy Land isn't making it out. I thought Holy Land would make it out, to be honest, but it looks like it's not making it out. Well, it's not making it out, it's lost. And then finalists is going to be a episode, which is either going to be my choice personally or just a compilation of the first 2 chapters. And then for the champion, it's just going to be the first 11 to 13 episodes, which is something. It's a decent amount of content. What I might change for the finalist, rather than it be a normal 20-minute episode, I might make it a 40-minute episode. Especially just due to the huge gap between the finalist and the champion. Like the finalist, if they reach the finalist, it's a huge amount of victories that you'll have to win and struggle against from the group stages, fighting against 3 matches, to the first round, to the quarterfinals, to the semifinals, 6 matches of doing very incredibly well at to finally reach the finals, and to only get a 20 minutes, which is probably the same amount of length as people who reach the semifinals who get a chapter adaptation, especially since the first chapter of series is 20 minutes. It's not as fair. So I might either make it a 40-minute adaptation or just a movie. This might change, the finalists. They might get a movie. Short movie nonetheless, but still a movie. Since I can make like a 1 hour to 1 hour and a half video out of a movie adaptation, which is better than an episode. If I were to do an episode, it'd be 20 minutes long, which is around the same as the first chapter of a lot of series are. And a full season is, let's assume 12, it's 240 minutes, which is 4 hours. And if I were to do a movie for the finalists, they get like an hour and a half adaptation, an hour to an hour and a half adaptation, which is the quarter of what the champion will get. That's fair. That's better rewards. Changing it during the tournament already starting, but I don't mind changing it. I've always wanted to change it. I didn't know what to change it to because the semi-finalist first chapter is already enough, and that's probably gonna change. I'll change that to episode. I'll change quarter finalists to maybe. This is not 100%. So just reaching the brackets might make them victors. I might make no one can even read this, but yeah, I might make it so that the first round gets 3D panels and the quarterfinalist gets a chapter, and the semi-finalist gets an episode, and finalists get a movie, and then champion gets a season core. That might be the case, although this, I'm just not sure. I'm really not sure on this one. Because the same approaches, the semi-finalists might not be able to get that. What I could do is quarterfinalists get the motion comic and semi-finalists get a motion comic fight match. I think that's how I'll approach it. So as soon as you reach the brackets, you get something because you're winning against and already trimming down from 32 series to 16 series. It's a significant amount of victories for a series to be able to get there, and not being the fan base not being rewarded something for voting for their series during these moments is not as fair for other series, especially since them winning will depend on how popular it is and how YouTube recommends it. Yeah, like me personally, seeing how Blue Lock does, I honestly think Blue Lock might reach the semi-finalists, depending on where it goes in the. I think Blue Lock is going to end up going here, so Blue Lock can actually not only reach the semi-finalists, and might even reach the finals, which is either going to get a match fully motioned, or a movie, or its first chapter. Either way, that's a decent amount of content for this series wherever it goes. The release date for a lot of these is going to be uncertain for now. Obviously, due to the nature of how many projects that I'm currently doing. I can put like, before I end the stream, I do want to have that here just so you guys have an idea. Requiem of the Shogun. Let's put 200 for now, right? How many Requiem of the Shogun? Is that the ending of the stream? So we're just doing that at the end because I want to do that now. Shogun. How many chapters have I video edited? 4. How many chapters are out? Yeah, looks like it's up to chapter 10 now. Which is, yeah. Let's see if I can find all the links to that's chapter 9. Have they done anything prior to that? Alright, so Arangscan, I'm guessing those. Okay, they've released something finally. Jesus fuck. Although the prior chapters aren't shown. See if I can find these. Oh shit, what's it called again? Overcome. And of the Shogun. Do I have chapter 5? I think I already have chapter 5, don't I? Yeah, I'm an idiot. So, 6, 7, 8, 9. So have they released anything else other than that? Nope. Just that. Probably because someone is already working on Shomatsu no Bakuri. So they wanted to hurry up a little bit. 32 panels here. First, how many panels? 7 panels. Or so 35 panels or less. Minus 2. 33 panels. First one doesn't count, so that's 35. Last 2 don't count. That is 33 again. Looks like this is a 30-page series. That's 34. 32. $37, 1, 2, 35. $32. Is there any other? Did I miss anything? The latest one is chapter 10. So that's 197 panels that I need to catch up to. Including OSTs for every single chapter, which would be, there are 6 chapters for me to catch up to. Usually around 5 OSTs, so let's just say 33 OSTs, which is 230 things to edit, including the folders that each chapter is expected to have, which is 2, meaning 240. Let's say 250 things to do. Or 240 for now. 240 is the amount of things that I'm expecting for this one. The new project, I don't mind leaking it here, everyone is leaving since this stream is ending, is 216 pages, with each one spamming about probably again 3 folders per chapter, so that's 231. Adding in the fact that each will probably have 20 OSTs, that's 300. Let's just say 300 things to do in this one. So there's not as many things to do in the new project on Remember the Shogun compared to Slam Dunk or Palace Invasion video, which is why I want to do that as quick as possible. So I want to catch up to obviously this specific series, and I'll have time to catch up to Requiem, and in the meantime also edit the new series that I have, and hopefully be able to be done with everything as quick as possible. I've done nothing from these 3 series, and I want to get things done and started. Oh. But yeah, I'll end this stream now, and I'll go ahead and work on Slam Dunk for a few hours, 2-3 hours, and I don't know when I'll stream again. I might start streaming daily just to push myself to listen to OSTs on a regular basis. So might see you guys again tomorrow to listen to some and hopefully find 60 more new OSTs. If not, then see you guys whenever I will. See ya.